Friends, we made it. It is Super Bowl week, and it is pretty bittersweet. I'm going to go a little bit longer on the intro than I normally do, maybe like a 2-minute intro. So if you want to skip ahead to 2 minutes, go ahead, be my guest. But I just want to say this, guys. I'm on a tear this season, and I've been on a tear the last 3 seasons. Ever since I started documenting all my official plays at Twitter, I have been profitable the last 3 seasons. My first year doing this, 3 years ago, plus 10 units. Last year, plus 32 units. This year, I'm up 42 units. So 55% across the last 3 seasons. I'm 328 and 268, so almost 600 bets. I am 55% in the most efficient sports betting market in the world, which is pretty... It's not pretty freaking crazy. It's really incredible, guys. Like, I am legitimately an NFL expert when it comes to betting the NFL. I've been betting the NFL longer than just the past 3 seasons. I've been doing it for probably 12 years now, in some way, shape, or form. But I really know this stuff, guys, and I'm just happy to share my information with you all and to do it for free as well. So. Pretty freaking cool. 55% since I've documented the last 3 seasons on Twitter, up 85 units. If you bet $100 per every unit that I bet over the last 3 seasons, you'd be up $8,500. This year, you'd be up $4,200. So making money betting in sports is legitimate. There is a way to go about it, and, proper bankroll management and making sure that you have an edge and staying disciplined, you have a legitimate shot to make money. So, with all that said, guys, let's get on to the Super Bowl. It is super important, though, guys. Don't make a crazy large bet just because it's the Super Bowl. Like, it's funny, right? So, like, the Super Bowl is like the most bet on sport or game in the world, I think. I'm pretty positive on that. I don't know about UEFA League's champion and all that stuff, but I'm pretty sure this is the most bet on sport, at least money wise, volume wise. Like, guys, I bet every single day, okay, with the NBA and the NFL, and then in the summer with MLB. Like, I bet every single day. This Super Bowl, I'm not changing my units or my bet size just because it's the Super Bowl. I am going to bet 0.2 or 0.0025% of my bankroll for 1 unit. So I'm barely putting any money at all relative to my bankroll on 1 unit play on the Super Bowl. So, I'm not going to go crazy. It's just business as usual. And that's that. Maybe I put a little bit more money on a couple props here and there, but just extend myself a little bit of fun money. But guys, this is just another day in the office. For people that sports bet every day, it's just another day in the office. Don't go crazy. Don't put a freaking couple $1,000s more than what you can handle. A couple $100 more than what you can handle. Stay within your limits, guys. Okay, seriously. Don't go to bed Sunday pissed off because you lost more money than you should have. Waking up the next day feeling awful about yourself. Trust me, I've been there. Don't do that to yourself. Okay, I had to get that out there. Now to the game. So this is a rematch, right? Everybody knows this. There's really no secrets to be had with this game, right? They played 2 years ago in Arizona. Kansas City won on a last-second field goal because Juju Smith-Schuster was held defensive pass interference on, what was that guy's name? The cornerback from the Giants that came over to the Eagles. I forget his name, guys. He was opposite of Darius Slay. Anyways, but okay, so now fast forward 2 years. Kansas City's won 2 Super Bowls, 3 Super Bowls in the last 4 seasons, 5 seasons, something like that. So yeah, it's really and I don't have a bet on this game, guys, and just simply because it is the Super Bowl, and I kind of like I said, I love football. I've played it since I was a kid. I played Division I football. I played with guys that were drafted in the NFL. I love football. So the Super Bowl, I love everything about it. All right. I only place bets on the Super Bowl if I really feel freaking good about it. Because I don't want a bad Super Bowl where I lose money and I'm pissed off. And I want to enjoy the night. So that's kind of my stance on this. And with that said, I want to bet the Eagles, but I don't know, guys. I really don't know. And I'm so torn on this game. And it really, in my mind, I think everybody can agree Kansas City is going to get theirs. What do I mean by that? Kansas City should get to 21 points, 24 points. All right? I would be very surprised if Kansas City does not score more than 20 points. Okay? So, with that said, if we feel honestly, guys, like, okay, I understand, right? The Eagles have a very good defense this year. No doubt about it. Everybody's healthy. Jalen Carter looks like he's going to be good to go this week, okay? Like, everyone's good. There's no, like, black hole on the defense that you need to be concerned about. It's a solid defense, okay? For the Chiefs, no one is hurt on their roster. Everyone's healthy, good to go. That matters. That's important to the team, right? Okay, everybody, like, literally every day one starter is there, except for Rashee Rice. Everybody else is good to go, right? Same with the Eagles. Eagles are good to go. So, it's really going to come down to Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles offense. That's what it's going to come down to. Because, I mean, if we really look at this, guys, okay, Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, they still have a very good interior offensive line. Yes, the tackles are a little concerning, right? Jawan Taylor and that left tackle, they've been kind of, they put Joe Thuney in there. DJ Humphries was in there a little bit. They've been kind of mixing and matching. They're not great at the tackle position. They're good. They're good enough. It's definitely a weak point. But, again, you got Pacheco. You got Kareem Hunt. The run game should be fine. I don't expect it to be amazing, but I think it to be good enough. Andy Reid is a great game planner, especially with 2 weeks preparation. Patrick Mahomes is still like one of the most clutch quarterbacks of all time. Xavier Worthy has speed. Hollywood Brown is playing. He has speed. Juju Smith-Schuster played in the Super Bowl 2 years ago when they won it. DeAndre Hopkins is there. They have Travis Kelce still. Like guys, I mean, you'd be kidding yourself if you really think that the Chiefs aren't going to be able to get to 20 points, 24 points, in my opinion. And why am I so confident in that? Is because the Eagles haven't played anybody. And be honest with yourselves, guys. Like if you're really, and like this is the thing about sports betting, guys, you have to be objective with this. You have to see the two teams for who they are and who they've played. And honestly, if we look at it, the Eagles played the Packers in the wild card round, right? Okay, Packers were very banged up. All their wide receivers got hurt in the middle of the game. That Eagles were supposed to win that. Okay, the next week they played the Rams in the snow. They're just a mismatch for the Rams, guys, and they gave up 22 points to the Rams. Okay, the Commanders have an awful defense, guys. Awful defense, all right? And they still gave up 23 points. Yeah, game kind of got out of control, garbage touchdowns, all that stuff, like whatever. But still, like the last really good team that the Eagles played, I guess you could argue was Baltimore, and they stuffed them, so kudos to them. Pittsburgh was kind of like fading at the time that they played them. But other than that, I mean, they didn't really play anybody that good, guys. So, like, in my opinion, this Chiefs team is better than Baltimore. They're better than the Rams, better than the Commanders, better than the Packers. Like, this is the best team they've played all season. And obviously, it's the Super Bowl, of course. Like, you can say that. But usually you play some comparable teams in the NFC or in your AFC matchup where you're like, okay, this team is like really, really good. But I mean, Baltimore fits that case a little bit, and they did a nice job against Baltimore. But in my opinion, Kansas City's a notch above Baltimore, guys. They just are. They just, especially in these big moments. And so, like I said, this game is going to come down to the Eagles offense in the clutch being able to score. That's what it's going to come down to. In my opinion, that's what it's going to come down to. I think it's going to be another close game. If you look at it for what it is, top to bottom roster, I definitely think the Eagles have the better roster. So, advantage Eagles there. Overall, better defense. It's just the quarterback position, right? Patrick Mahomes, I have a notch above Jalen Hurts, and that could be the difference. And then just the coordinators, right? I like Andy Reid over Kellen Moore, and then I like Spags just a little bit more than Vic Fangio. Vic Fangio is still an OG in the game for sure, but it might come down to play calling. It might come down to scheme, guys. That may be the difference in this game because both teams are really damn good. And so, like, I'm personally going to root for the Eagles to win, but my betting mind, I think the Chiefs have the slight advantage. I do. I think the Chiefs have the slight advantage, guys. I think when it matters the most, they know how to win. They know how to win the big games in the clutch. I think the Eagles have played, they have played the way easier schedule. I just think Kansas City is going to three-peat, guys, and I don't want that. But I saw a couple of metrics today. Jalen Hurts is the worst, okay, out of 37 quarterbacks this season. He is the worst quarterback under pressure. Literally the worst, guys. The worst. And so Spagnuolo is going, and the reason why that probably is because the Eagles' offensive line is so good, and they're so good at picking up pass protections usually, that Jalen, whenever it doesn't work out, Jalen Hurts probably like, oh crap, I can't believe it didn't work out. Like, dang. But it also raised, and also the running game's so good that, like, it rarely ever happens. They probably don't get as much pressure on Jalen Hurts. I don't know that, like, in terms of pressure. But in this game in particular, Kansas City is probably going to get to Jalen Hurts and get some pressure, okay? So what does Hurts do in those situations? Does he turn the ball over like he did 2 Super Bowls ago? That could happen. Could he throw an interception? That could happen. His composure is going to be very key. Him just taking a sack if the pressure gets to him. Just take the sack. Don't fumble. Don't force a ball down the field. And I don't know, guys. If the only way, I guess let me talk to it this way, guys. The pathway for each team to win is the Eagles have to keep everything in front of them and try to force field goals, play great red zone defense. That's the key for the Eagles. And then also win the edge rush. Rush the crap out of those tackles, get to Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes has been pressured a lot this season, guys. You can definitely get to him, okay? So I think that's definitely a possibility. And then run the ball. You can run the ball on the Chiefs. The Bills were able to run the ball on the Chiefs and in the regular season and in the postseason with a very similar offensive line. And the Eagles and the Bills have a great running offensive line. Eagles have a great running offensive line. You can run on the Chiefs, control the clock, just bully them, just straight bully them. And then just get your rushing touchdowns, ride Saquon Barkley to Super Bowl glory. I can definitely see that. Control the game. Keep Patrick Mahomes in front of you. Let them drive the field. Force field goals. Force 4 and outs in the red zone. That could happen too as well. And that's definitely a possibility. And that's why I'm so torn on this game, guys, and I'm not going to bet it because even though I lean Kansas City by the slightest of margins, I easily see Philadelphia having a chance to win this game. No doubt about it. And you could say the revenge factor, and they're going to be pissed off. They're going to, no doubt about it, guys. No doubt about it. Definitely see a pathway for the Eagles to win. That is the way that I think that they win it the easiest, the most predictable way for them. Control the line of scrimmage on both sides. Play great defense. Force field goals. Keep everybody in front of you. Play that Vic Fangio zone in the red zone. And then ride Saquon Barkley to Super Bowl glory. That's the key for the Eagles. For the Chiefs, out-game plan them. That's how they're going to win this game, guys. And so if, the secondary for the Chiefs is not amazing, right? Trent McDuffie's small. A.J. Brown can moss him. Brian Cook and Justin Reeds, they're okay safeties. They're not, they're fine. They're decent. Jalen Watson, he's not an amazing cornerback. Shamari Connor, I like him, but he's more of a good run stopper, not necessarily a cover guy. He's not bad at covering, but, there is an advantage there. But what the Chiefs have there, they have Spags, right? They have Spagnuolo, the defense coordinator. Scheme up pressures, make timely plays, and force Jalen Hurts to make bad decisions. And that's very possible too. And then obviously Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes do their thing and capitalize in the red zone. So basically what I'm saying is this, guys, I do like the over. So if I had to play anything, I would take Chiefs on the money line. Don't take the spread. Just take the money line, guys. There's minus 115 out there. That's fine. You can also, if you want to take Eagles plus 1.5, and then you can take Chiefs money line. Hope that the Chiefs win by 1. You win both sides. There's lots of people doing that. But that over-under, I know there's a lot of under money coming in, guys. I think sharp money's on the under 49, under 48.5. I think it goes over again. 2 Super Bowls that went over. And the reason I say that is because the Chiefs' defense can be scored on. And if we look at it, guys, in the postseason, Houston should have scored more than the 14 points that they scored. And then Buffalo was having their way with the Chiefs pretty much, guys. They honestly should have had more than 29 points. Obviously, the 4th down stop that should have been a first down, halted that drive. But anyways, what I'm saying is this. I like the over because I do lean that the Eagles are going to push the ball down their throats, and they just have better receiving matchups against those smaller corners, guys. I really, really like the Eagles to score. And so if I like the Eagles to score, I definitely like the Chiefs to score, okay? Because the Chiefs, they will find a way, guys. They will find a way to go down the field and score. So I like the over. I am thinking about that. If I you know what I might do, guys? I might do like a 1 unit play. I am going to bet the Super Bowl, guys, just because I love betting and I love football. I will put a small wager on there. I may do like over 42.5 and the Eagles plus 7.5. I kind of like that a lot. 23-20 will get me there. Win both sides. I think the Eagles keep it very close, guys. I think the Eagles can score on the Chiefs whenever they want to. So that's my take on the game, guys. That's my take on the game. I know I kind of went a little bit long there. There's only one game, so I might as well just talk about it in depth. So that's my thought process on the game. I don't really have many props out there. I know anytime touchdown scores, I like Dallas Goedert at a plus like 400 price. I like Pacheco at like a plus 300 price. I like DeAndre Hopkins at like a plus 600 price. I think one of those 3 guys score. I'm not convinced Kareem Hunt just gets the goal line touches like automatically. Jalen Hurts is at minus 115. Easily could see him score a tush push at the end zone. I mean, at the 1 yard line, I think minus 115 is great money. Saquon, he's going to get in the end zone, right? I mean, he has to. Minus 190, I'd lay it. So, that's kind of my thoughts on the game, guys. I don't let me take a quick look at the props here, really quick, guys. I'll run through them. I'll run through the player props real quick for you. Give you my thought process on them. I don't bet them a lot, but if I had more time, I would be doing player props too. But I don't have all that time in the world to be doing that as well. But Patrick Mahomes over 250 passing yards. I like that. Philadelphia has a very good run defense. I think the Eagles are going to force the Chiefs to keep up, and I like Patrick Mahomes going over that. Jalen Hurts over 199. Is that really what it is? Hold on, let me see. No, it's 212. Jalen Hurts over 212 passing yards. I see it. I could see it, guys. I could see that. I do think there's going to be a high-scoring game in here. I could see that. Not opposed to either of those. Saquon Barkley over 110 yards rushing. It's a good line. If he breaks one long one, he'll probably get over that. I don't know, guys. I don't want to say like sound like a square, but I like the overs in this game. I think there's going to be points. I think there's going to be points, guys. Kareem Hunt over 42.5. I don't like that. I think under there is good. Jalen Hurts 36.5 rushing yards. I lean under there. Mahomes over 27.5. I lean under there. But you know he likes to be superhero in these Super Bowls, guys. Pacheco over 19.5. I think it's worth a shot. He's not playing a ton though, right? Xavier Worthy over 5.5. I think that might be a good play. Xavier Worthy's probably going to get 1 or 2 end arounds, reverses, guys, and if he just gets some space, he'll clear that number. I like that. Dallas Goedert, he does do a couple like quick rushes. His is over a half a yard at plus 230. I think it's worth a little bit of a sprinkle. Go to the receiving yards. AJ Brown over 68.5. I love that, guys. I think AJ gets there. He got there easily in the first Super Bowl. Like I said, he's just too big for McDuffie, guys. He's just too big for him, man. Kelsey 60.5. I'll pause there. I think he goes over. Blankenship, you know, and CJ Gardner Johnson. You know, he has a good matchup against them. Man, these overs are going to cash, guys. I'm looking at these player props. These overs are going to cash. I think, you know what? I'm going to take some serious hard looks at these overs for some of these player props because these lines are too low, guys. I'm letting you know right now that these offenses are going to be able to move the ball against these defenses. And the game script, in my opinion, there's going to be great execution in the red zone by the Eagles, in my opinion, and I really think it's going to push the pace. I like these overs a lot, guys. A lot. I'm going to have to look into it. Because I'm seeing a lot of stuff I like here in the receiving receptions. Let's see receptions. Receptions are probably even better market. Let's see. AJ Brown over 4.5. Oh, at minus 160. I don't like over 5.5, but I would lean that way. Man, I would take receiving yards, guys. I don't like these receptions numbers. These are a little too high in my opinion. Man, I have to take a look at Juju. Juju might get involved a little bit here. I'm gonna have to take a look at the Chiefs' usage because I'm telling you guys, I really think the Eagles score and get to like 24 points. So, and I think the Chiefs keep up. So, I got to take a look, and I think there's money to be made in these props. I usually don't bet props, but I'm gonna have to get there. Like I said, the touchdowns. Saquon Barkley minus 190. Lay it. Saquon's getting in the end zone, guys. Come on, man. In the Super Bowl, Saquon's special season. I don't see how he doesn't get in the end zone, guys. I don't care if it's minus 250. I would lay it, honestly. Hurts minus 110. DraftKings, definitely like that. Kareem Hunt plus 145, sure, good plus price. Travis Kelce, Super Bowl Magic plus 140, for sure, why not? Xavier Worthy, AJ Brown plus 180. I mean, I think there's legitimate value on all these guys, for real. Yeah, DeAndre Hopkins in the Super Bowl, they probably have a play for him. Carson Steele plus 5,000. That'd be funny, right? Paris Campbell, get out of here. Kenneth Gainwell plus 1,400. Kenny G might get in there, man. He might pop one and score. Let's see. Passing touchdowns. Mahomes over 1.5 minus 150. Hurts over 1.5 plus 170. I seriously think there's legitimate value on all these guys. Completions. I like. I'm gonna stay off completions. Interceptions. Plus money on both. I don't know. Pass attempts. Staying away from that. Rush attempts. Saquon 21.5 feels a little high, guys. Hurts 8.5. Kareem Hunt 10. Man, I think Mahomes throws a lot, guys. Here, I'm gonna have to look at these props, guys. There's gonna be money to be made in the props. I'll probably have an official play on a prop, but at the same time, I have 42 units. Like, I'm not gonna jeopardize missing 40 units, guys. Like, I'm gonna make sure I only have 2 units on the Super Bowl for sure, and I do like. I'm going to end the year plus 40 units. It just looks so much better than 39, 38 units. Like 40 units on the season. It's a great season, guys. All right, that's it, guys. I might do like a season wins in May or June. I might do that. That'll probably be the next time you guys hear from me. I won't bet the draft. I won't really do anything on the draft. But yeah, this will probably be the last time you guys hear from me until like June. And then July I'll be back, Hall of Fame game, and we'll do the freaking 2025-2026 season and make some freaking money doing it, guys. So that's the season, guys. Show some love, drop a comment, drop a like, and follow me on Twitter for all my official plays in the NBA and the NFL. I'll probably do a little bit of baseball this year as well. Very limited though. But yeah, follow me at Twitter, guys, at Easy Money Wins, and it's been a pleasure doing this every week with you guys, and just thank you. I mean, I have a small following. It's like 50 to 100 people that listen to the podcast every week, and so tell a friend for next season. And yeah, guys, let's get after it. Let's get after it, guys. Have a good Super Bowl, and I'll see you in June or July.